Fire hazard. I live in Nevada.
Are we gonna have our first fight?
It gets dry real quick. No, you can have whatever tree you want.
And we're really pushing for the Family Plan 3 to be set in Canada.
Ooh.
That's cool.
So I'm wondering, how do you feel about that? And who do you think we should add to the family?
Well, we have some other ideas, but we can't really share. I've been told I can't say a lot of things. But that would be amazing.
Ooh, Catherine O'Hara is really good.
Wow, talk about funny.
She is so funny. She's the best.
God. Yeah.
So many great, talented Canadian actors.
Family Plan 3 in Canada. First of all, I'd love to be in a Family Plan 3. Hopefully I'll be in it. I don't know, that you'd have to widen the family base again, wouldn't you? Who would you bring in? Their long-lost mother? I think the mother, a villainous mother.
I think that we need to bring it to Toronto so that I can get myself a vanilla ice cap from Tim Hortons. That's what I think.
I think Canada would be great.
Yeah.
Because I think Canada's so beautiful.
Yes.
Because I did a pilot in Vancouver, and Vancouver's also wonderful.
There are so many incredible creative stunts and fight scenes in this movie, even one on a moving double-decker bus. So I'm wondering, does performing stunts with another actor bond you in a way that maybe just reading lines doesn't?
Yeah, there's definitely a closer connection and intimacy in doing that. But you know, I think when you're lucky enough to work with somebody for any like real length of time,
You're literally hugging another person for most of the day, and working in quite tense, quite sort of like confined space. So yeah, it does, and I always enjoyed the physical aspect of all of that. So I think it really helps kind of bond you, like you say.
You know, I've met and connected with so many people that I just feel this closeness to, and you know, anytime I'll see them, it always takes me back to the experience that I've had with them.
What was it like for you performing these scenes with Kit this time around?
Oh, it was great. It was great. I mean, he was so game for whatever. He's so talented. And look, I'm the youngest of 9. I've always wanted a little brother.
I feel like, yeah, because there's so much repetition, and so we get into a sort of rhythm that like you can kind of, you don't really get that with like doing, because obviously lines we're improvising so much versus like action, it has to be like exactly the same every single time. So it's like, yeah, we learned.
And they were really open as well. Like there's one part a point in the movie where me and Michelle sort of team up and sort of fight the bad guy together, which like wasn't what was scripted. And Simon and the stunt team and everything were really open to just like being really creative. And the fact that the stunt guys can be like, okay, instead of this, we're gonna throw you down the stairs. And they're like, all right, sure. It's just crazy that that's like what your job is just somebody deciding they're gonna throw you down the stairs at 6 o'clock in the morning. Yep. But it's fun getting to like kind of improv even that stuff.
What do you think this movie teaches parents about listening to and learning from their kids?
Ooh, that's such an interesting question.
Yeah.
I think honestly, one thing that I feel like it teaches for sure is that that you can be like open and honest and like have conversations, especially when your kids are like older, like the ages that Kyle and Nina are. Like they obviously got so much closer after kind of knowing truly everything about each other. So I feel like it hits a point where you really can talk to your kids like on the same level, and like they're like just a little pal that you have. I don't know, I feel like it helps to have like a really close relationship with your parents when like you're just hanging out and you're just telling each other everything.
For me, social media is incredibly unhealthy for us, and I'd rather stay off it. I think if you can resist it, you'd be a generally happier person. I think it's the cause of many of the ills in society at the moment.
Were any of those lines improvised, and what scene was sort of like the hardest to get through without breaking?
Oh gosh. First of all, thank you so much. We have a great script written by Dave Kogashal, but I think what's great is our director, Simon Kathleen Jones. I know.
She never forgets a name. She never forgets a pronunciation. I'm like, who's that guy? Oh, that's Kevin. Yeah, he's in props. But he's second unit. I'm like, what the heck? So every time, like, what's his name? What's her name? You know, we're on the bus of 30 different people, and we just met these people, day players, for the first time. Hey, Monica, how are you?
my
How was your
gosh.
lunch? What did you
Am I
have?
red? Is my vein popping? 'Cause
Oh
it was-
my
it
God!
happens.
I'm like, I'm terrible. I study lines for a living. I know my lines, but I'm like to then remember everybody's names. It's hard. Good with faces. but
So
this
I'm hard.
one's too much.
It's hard keeping it together right now.
Sorry, I
You know,
think-
no, it's all right. Our director, he allows us to improv a lot. So we get to, you know, a lot of those lines.
There's lots of improv,
there's-
especially with her and Svetlana. We're getting together.
And Svetlana, I think one
She
of
was so worried that I was like with this. Like,
I
hot
know.
Russian
She's like, "Where have
vibe,"
you
and then-
been all my life?" And I was like, "In my bed," you know. Like, that was an improv, which I was, you know, it was a fun one to kind of slip in there. But Sitze, she was so amazing to work with. I think that was probably those couple of days working in her apartment, Svetlana's apartment, were some of the hardest days to kind of keep straight because she kept improvising and she was genius. And she just added such a different and new fun flavor for the Morgans. And it was just a fun dynamic to get to play with Mark, you know, with Dan and Jessica, to have this other woman kind of like, you know, and Jessica to feel a little jealous, to feel a little threatened. So those were really fun days. And then also we had a great time in the car. Mark had in the
They
car
had more
chase,
fun than I.
and Mark was like passed out, you know, and you had so many funny improv lines where he was saying, "Oh, Jess, let's go on date night, you know, next date night," and he's like half out of it, and you know, those are really fun moments that we get to enjoy together as a cast.
I have a clear answer to this.
Oh my God. Oh, yes.
I have a very clear answer to this. So, Mike, they've decided that in this movie I'm fluent in French.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not fluent in French at all. I had to learn how to be fluent in French, which was a whole task. Luckily, Reda actually does speak French, so I had someone there all the time to just be like, "Am I saying this right?"
Yeah.
But that was definitely a task. That was a task for me to learn a different language, which is really cool. I've never had to do that before for a role, so.
My one is any scene with Theo or Peter, playing Max, who sometimes, bless them, obviously they're so young, they're like 7 years old, sometimes
Yeah.
might get a line wrong or say something different. And it's just so funny sometimes when the camera's on them, looking at them going, say your lines. You know, they're
so
so
cute.
sweet. It's so sweet, so sweet.
What advice do you have for young couples about meeting the family? Like, what are the do's and don'ts of meeting Mark Wahlberg, the dad, for instance?
You know, I think just be yourself. You know, don't be a try hard. You know, it's pretty obvious when you're putting it on thick. I think, you know, because what you want to do is you want to get to know somebody for real, and you want to see, you know, their real personality, and yeah, just be yourself.
Real or fake tree?
Oh, real.
Fake. Fire hazard. I live in Nevada.
Are we gonna have our first
It
fight?
gets dry it gets dry real quick. No, you can have whatever tree you want. If we're gonna have a fight about our first fight about what kind of tree I have, you know, you never even came over on Christmas, yeah, that would be pretty bad.
Fake.
Fake.
My dogs will pee on them if it's real.
Real.
Star or angel tree topper?
Star.
Star.
Actually, my tree is gonna have a big bow on the top, so I say neither. But I love bows.
Star. No, angel. I don't know. I panicked.
Ooh,
Star.
Gift cards, are they lazy or are they thoughtful?
Lazy.
Convenient.
Lazy. It's very passionate about this.
Jeez,
Lazy.
Lazy.
They never make sense to me. I don't know why people write them. I don't know why I receive them. If it makes you happy, do it. But they just go in the bin.
A gift card, like with money on it, you just throw it in the bin.
Oh, a gift card
Yeah.
with money. Oh, no, that doesn't go in the bin. No, that gets used.
So is fruitcake good?
Yes.
No. Actually, I don't think I've ever tried
I don't
it.
know that I've ever tried fruitcake. I'm gonna be honest. So probably not.
No.
I don't. I like fruit.
Ooh, sticky
I like
toffee
cake,
pudding.
but not together.
Sticky toffee
Don't
pudding.
eat that.
I love a bit of fruitcake.